So, we got that right. You're on your plane, you've got your pictures of yourself, and you're allowing your imagination to just go to work. So what do you do with all these pictures that you cut out and you put on your poster board or in your dream or visualization book? What you do is you look at it, and the way I was taught, and everyone teaches it differently, but the way I was taught and what works for me is I look at it every day, just like I brush my teeth, just like I comb my hair, just like I look at myself in the mirror before I go out. All of those things that I do on a normal basis, I look at my pictures of my dreams on a daily basis, because what happens when you do that is you put it into your subconscious mind, and in the subconscious mind is where you actually do your attraction. So you attract from your subconscious, you put your feeling nature in it, and you find yourself one day, and it could be in the far distance or it could be instantaneously, because that's how the universe works, realizing your dream. It happened for me, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. The first time I did a treasure map, and I'm holding up this book because I learned it through this book called Treasure Mapping. Okay. What treasure mapping can do for you. I had to look back in a second. What treasure mapping can do for you, and it's put out by the Unity School of Christianity, located in Lee Summit, Missouri. So, I was taking a class actually here in the Maryland area, and I was taught about treasure mapping. And when I moved to Missouri, I wanted to go to Jamaica. Didn't have a penny, didn't have any money, but I wanted to go. So I used the wonderful tool of treasure mapping to get me there. I cut out pictures of Jamaica that I got from travel magazines. I put my big affirmation that says, I'm going to Jamaica. I put the date on there. And you know what? I didn't even put the money. I just put paid for by God. And do you know, within about, I would say even just a couple of weeks, I received a check in the mail for $15,000 that I wasn't expecting, wasn't looking for. It was from an old case that I had way back when, had completely forgotten about, but the universe had not forgotten it. And the next thing I know, I got the check in the mail for $15,000. And what was one of the first things I did after my tithe? I booked my trip to Jamaica. Hallelujah. It was awesome, wonderful, and ever since then, I've just been hooked on treasure mapping. So when I'm looking to create something in my life, I use my treasure mapping tools. I'm cutting out pictures, affirmations, and that is what we call pictured prayer. It's pictured prayer. And why is it prayer? Because really, every thought we think is a prayer. And so I use this tool as my prayer to the universe to help me create what I want. God says we can have anything we want, and by the power of our thought, the power of the word, the spoken word, what we think, what we say, what we feel is how we create, and that's what we do with treasure mapping. So that's just a little bit on treasure mapping from Zakiyyah today. We'll talk more about this on our next treasure mapping experience, and I wish you a wonderful day of imagination filled with happiness. And just let your imagination soar to the highest heights, because you deserve it. One love.